everyone, it's your host Mga Lashram. Today I'm going to talk about important topics related with my homeland, that is state Manipur. So let's start a video. मेरा मदर टंग तो मणिपुरी मैतई भाषा है, पर मैं हिंदी में वीडियो बनाऊंगा और इंग्लिश में भी कभी कभी बना सकता है। तो इसका रीज़न भी मैं आप लोग को बाद में बता दूंगा, ठीक है। अगर आप सभी लोग को पहले प्रणाम। तो ये मेरा पहला वीडियो है यूट्यूब पर, तो आप लोग थोड़ा सपोर्ट कीजिए, लाइक मारिए। वीडियो पसंद नहीं तो डिसलाइक भी मार सकता है और कमेंट भी थोड़ा कीजिए फीडबैक के लिए। तो वीडियो शुरू करते हैं।
1. Demand for Scheduled Tribe (ST) status. The immediate catalyst for the major escalations was a Manipur High Court directive evaluating the inclusion of the Meitei community under the Scheduled Tribe category. Kuki and Naga groups strongly oppose this, fearing it will dilute their existing affirmative action quotas in government jobs, education, and political representations. 2. Unequal land ownership and restrictions. Geography dictates a severe land imbalance. The Meiteis make up about 53% of the population but are legally confined to the Imphal Valley, which covers just 10% of the state's landmass. Conversely, tribal communities occupy the hills, 90% of the land, where non-tribals are legally barred from buying property. Meiteis argue this limits their economic survival, while tribals fear losing their ancestral lands. 3. Asymmetric political representation. The Meitei community holds substantial political dominance, accounting for 40 out of the 60 seats in the Manipur Legislative Assembly. Tribal hill communities feel structurally marginalized and politically underrepresented despite living across the vast majority of the state's territory. 4. Eviction drives and protected forests. The state government's strict anti-encroachment drive in reserved and protected forest areas deeply angered the hill tribes. Government notifications labeled dozens of Kuki villages as illegal settlements. Demolitions and forced evictments were perceived by tribal communities as direct attempts to uproot them from their ancestral lands. 5. Illegal immigration and demographics from Myanmar. Following the 2021 military coup in neighboring Myanmar, thousands of Chin Kuki refugees fled across the border into Manipur. Because the local Kuki Zo community shares close ethnic ties with Myanmar's Chin tribe, Meitei groups allege that illegal immigration is being used to deliberately alter the state's demographic balance and create new settlements. 6. The war on drugs and poppy cultivation. The state government launched an aggressive war on drugs aimed at destroying vast fields of illegal poppy cultivation in the hills. While the government framed it as a law enforcement issue, Kuki groups argued the campaign was weaponized to selectively target their communities and paint them broadly as illegal settlers and drug lords. 7. Demands for separation and autonomy. The ongoing ethnic polarization has led to a total breakdown of trust. Kuki Zo organizations and leaders have increasingly demanded a separate administration or a distinct geopolitical homeland, like a union territory. Meitei civil society and the state government completely reject this, vowing never to compromise on the territorial integrity of Manipur. 8. Historical colonial fractures. The deep-seated divisions between the hills and valleys date back to British colonial rule. The British administration governed the Imphal Valley and the hill tribes under completely different administrative frameworks. This divide-and-rule strategy created artificial political boundaries and prevented early social integration between the groups. 9. Proliferation of armed militias and weapons. Manipur has a decades-long history of insurgency. The recent unrest has seen a dangerous resurgence of dormant militant groups on both sides. Furthermore, thousands of state police weapons and millions of rounds of ammunition were looted or weaponized by civil groups, escalating local skirmishes into sophisticated armed warfare involving sophisticated tactics like drone and rocket attacks. 10. Deepening lack of faith in security forces. A severe trust deficit exists regarding local and national law enforcement. Kuki groups largely perceive the Manipur State Police as biased towards the Meitei-led state administration. On the flip side, Meitei civil groups have openly voiced distrust towards central paramilitary forces like the Assam Rifles, accusing them of failing to protect valley communities. This gridlock has hindered neutral peacekeeping efforts.
So that's all for this video. It's time to say good night to all my subscriber and viewers from your host, mga livestream. Stay tuned and Max, everyone happy, man. Bye bye.